What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. I want to talk about the latest, I don't know what you would call it, latest rant by an actress by the name of Ashley Judd. A lot of you may have seen it. For those of you who have not heard of it, I'm going to talk about it. But for those of you who don't know who Ashley Judd is, she's an actress. She's been in a ton of movies. Namely, she's been in Divergent. She's been in Double Jeopardy. She's in one of my favorite movies called Normal Life with Luke Perry. This movie came out, I think, back in early 90s. This movie came out. Great movie. Check it out if you have the time. But for those of you that don't know about this latest rant, I mean, this just solidifies why I talk about this, you know, I'm an anti-third wave feminist guy. I'm anti-SJW because, I mean, for those of you that have just been, you know, new subscribers, you should already know this, but there's a lot of people who have been riding with me from the beginning, and they're wondering why I'm into this content. Because, you know, I've always been talking about crazy situations and stupid people and why I can't stand society. This is a prime example why. Okay? There was a video circulating that Ashley Judd recorded on Facebook Live, and she was at an airport. I'm not sure which one, but she was at an airport, and from what she was describing, I think she was coming through TSA. And she came through the checkpoint or whatever, and someone said, how are you, sweetheart? Okay? Now, this is based off of her own shit. She said, immediately, I drew back and I had to set up a boundary. I'm your client. I'm not your sweetheart. Okay, so she said that the guy complimented her dress next. And she started going into, see, this is the hidden sexism that lies in men in the U.S. Something along those lines. And I'm sitting there going to myself, the guy essentially complimented you and you're mad because of that. Okay? And she said he wasn't doing that with anybody else that was coming through or whatever. And she said that I guess she was dealing with another agent, and this same person came up to her and touched her. Okay? And she essentially was recording the Facebook Live to say that, well, I got his name and I talked to the supervisor or manager, whoever was in charge, and let them know how this guy was treating her. And I am so happy that a lot of people gave her shit for this, because she most definitely deserved it. And I'm about to break down fucking why. So a lot of y'all know I did a video, I would say maybe close to 3, maybe 4 years ago, called Bitches Don't Get Mad When a Dude Compliments You. Now, I had this same exact shit happen to me minus the touching part. Okay, so go check that video out. As a matter of fact, I'll try and link it down there for y'all to go watch. Okay, and this whole Ashley Judd, who I was a fan of up until this point. I mean, I know she went after the Trump inauguration and did that stupid, you know, narrative poetry, nasty woman shit. I mean, I kind of gave that a pass, but now I'm definitely not a fan anymore. for this chick to go and essentially get pissed off because someone gave her a compliment, a term of endearment, that just shows how loony she is. For her to link it to sexism, to this and that. The bitch is a public figure. She's an actress. So this is the price of fame. This is what comes with fame. People are going to approach you that you don't know. This is why they call you a star. You stand out. This is why I don't understand why she said, well, he wasn't doing that to anybody else that was coming through. Yeah, because he probably recognized your bitch ass. He probably recognized you and said, hey, I'm a fan. You know what? Let me give her the preferred treatment. Probably in his head, you know? So I don't see anything wrong with him saying, oh, how you doing, sweetie? You know, here's your stuff. Whatever was transpiring, fine. Then complimenting you on a nice dress. Maybe you had a nice dress on. What's the point of you wearing a dress or wearing certain things and you getting mad when someone says, hey, listen, I like that dress, it's nice. What if he wanted it for his wife or whatever? Hey, where'd you get that? My wife will look good in that. But again, you're shutting it down. Like you said, you're setting up your boundaries and this and that. Okay, fine. I mean, and then you have the whole touching situation. That, you know, that could go either way. But judging from how she's been acting recently, I know this ain't a big deal. I know the dude probably just said, oh, okay, ma'am, have a night, like just pat her on the shoulder, on the arm or something like that. Because, you know, I posted this on Facebook and I had, you know, certain people come and comment, and one rapper in particular, he kind of took his comment down, but he knows who he is. Shout out to him, by the way. But he said, well, she said he touched her. So I responded back to him and I said, yeah, I mean, granted, she said that, but notice how she didn't specify where she was touched, because it would have been a whole totally different ball game if he like groped her, grabbed her ass or her tits or something. Then that's way out of line. There's no way I could defend that. I wouldn't even make the video if that was the case. But yeah, she never specified. And I get people have their personal space preferences and everything, which I totally understand. I'm down with that because I have my personal space preferences. I don't like close talkers. You know what I mean? Talk to me from right there at arm's length. I'm good with that. You know what I mean? But this chick, she's off her fucking rocker. And I want to bring out another point. One female commented on my shit, and she made sense. She goes, that dude should have immediately disengaged. As soon as she said that first comment where I'm your client, I'm not your sweetheart, he should have, which to her credit, I mean to this female's credit, the one that commented, she made perfect sense, because that's like me. As soon as you act a certain type of way, you're coming out of left field with shit, I'm done. This is why I tell y'all, with these hoes, even going out and trying to ask them out on dates and all that shit, the minute they hesitate, I just go, no problem, I'm done. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not coming back. I'm not gonna beg you. I'm not gonna engage you anymore. I'm finished. I don't need it. If you wanna pursue it, the ball's in your court. But I already gave you the ball. I'm going over here. I'm walking away. And that, to Ashley Judd's, well, I wouldn't say to her credit, but that's where the dude should have just simply disengaged. But also to end, the guy, you know, he said, oh, goodbye, sweetheart. See, that I advocate, because I'm an asshole like that. You know what I mean? Like, so if I know it bothers you and I'm not really doing anything, I'm not really going out of my way to fuck with you, now I'm gonna do it. You know, so that I don't feel bad for her at all with that shit. And another thing, Ashley Judd was born in California, but you know, it surprises me that that all of a sudden bothers her. And for all her recognition here in the States, I wonder if she visited any southern fucking states. Because down south, people talk like that all the time. I've been to Georgia, Florida, especially, you know, places like Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Louisiana. That's how people talk. You know what I mean? Like when you go to the Waffle Houses down there, that's how the fuck people talk. When they serve you, they go, "How you doing, sweetie? How you doing, hun? What would you like, hun?" That's how they talk. So if she went down there, her fucking brain would explode. She'd shoot herself in the fucking face. She'd kill herself. Imagine if she went down there. So I just want to put that out there. This bitch totally forgets that she is a public figure. This whore wants to sit around and say, you know, it's sexist. It's ingrained in males. It's hidden sexism. I'm sorry. Again, I'm against all this new feminist shit because this is what you get. This is the product of it. Just whores complaining about nothing. And this is why I tell y'all, and people turn around to me and say, "You're such an asshole." Again, I'll link the video. This is why I rarely really compliment women. I don't go out of my way to do it. I'm getting to the point where I'm not even gonna hold doors open for women anymore. This is where the world is going. You can't even be polite anymore because then you have to think about everyone's fucking feelings. I'm sick and tired of this shit. All right. So I'm just gonna cut it short here because I'm kind of getting in a foul mood and you see me getting heated up. So everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. All right. Peace, bitches.